is what we call an amazing start to the morning. What a mellifluous rendition of the song it was. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our wonderful choir.
What an amazing song! What a beautiful performance! You are right, Molly. This is just the right way to start our day and our play. Look, everyone in the audience is just waiting to know what happens next.
Dearest Principal Ma'am, parents, and our dear peers, we wish you all a great morning and hope to make it better. I am Molly Hemrajani, and with me is Yuvan Gonanguntla.
We both welcome you to the annual presentation Shahjahan and the Ruby Robber, which is being showcased by the learners of grade 4 under the able and astute guidance of our director principal Anita ma'am.
This annual presentation is the amalgamation of many hands and heads at work together, many dreams and visions being realized, and is a representation of our hard work, our hopes, and our hearts.
To add more sweetness to the soiree, to add more zing to our zest and more magic to our morning, please join us in welcoming our dearest director principal ma'am to share her insights with all of us.
That was truly mesmerizing. How can one not fall in love with these beautiful children? You agree with me? My God, I have goosebumps. How beautiful. So heartiest congratulations, dear parents, and good morning to each one of you. We have our vice principal here, the most beautiful and the most passionate vice principal who really works with a fire in her belly. And that's how she is so slim and trim. So good morning once again, dear parents, grandparents, teachers, lovely children. With utmost gratitude, I welcome each one of you to this most enticing annual presentation being put up by grade 4. We have with us our class rep, already there, the Shahjahan and the Ruby Robber, which has been authored by Natasha Sharma. And believe you me, Natasha Sharma had visited our school. She had taken up a session with the children, and your children have read this novel again and again and again. Then role play happened in their respective classes. Then today, the presentation on the stage. What an achievement, from where to where. Love for reading, love for learning, isn't it? Success, parents, success in today's presentation is a result of passionate and lot of hard work of the entire team of grade 4, which includes the class rep, Tripti Avasthi, the deputy rep, Sonika Sharma, are they there? Anupam Gupta, Khushbu Sharma, Divya Rathore, Chavi Agarwal, and Divya Dutt. Not only them, they collaborated with the visual arts department, the performing arts department. Isn't it? You can't function all by yourself. There's a whole team. Then you, dear parents, and your beautiful children, isn't it? Along with the, what shall I say, eagle's eye of our vice principal, Miss Ritu, who works, I think, when she sleeps, her mind and heart are working all the time. And that's the way it is. So we as parents and teachers often underestimate our young ones, the capabilities of our young ones. However, they need to be empowered. I always feel children need to be empowered. They need to be trusted. They need to be entrusted with responsibilities. And above all, when love, when when you give respect, you get respect. You give love, you get love many folds. And today is a day, so-called Valentine's Day. So, so today onwards, we are only going to spread love, love, and love everywhere. These children are the millennial children, and actually they know what they want. They are very much aware. I would say in heart, they are much educated than all of us. They know much, much more than all of us. So I trust the children. We are there to guide them. You are there to guide them, to put them on the right track, because there is so much available in the world today. So sieving has to be done, okay? So they don't need the smartphones. Remember that. Many a times I feel parents show their pocket power to the children. I don't think they are very much interested in the pocket power. But when they see their contemporaries, their peers, then they try to. But you need to put them on the track. They do not need PSPs. They need your love. They need your time. And above all, quality time. And let us not substitute the quality time with PSPs, okay? And as I said, love, trust, and above all, respect. We cannot ridicule anybody. Today's child understands what ridiculing is, and that puts them off. Many a times I ask children, I hope everything is all right. Yes, ma'am, but something is not all right at home, one child says. What is that not? So, ma'am, my parents don't listen to me. Listen is another virtue which is so very important. Please listen, listen, and listen. Today, if we listen to our children, tomorrow they will learn to listen to us. So please do listen. Okay? And then your guidance and your role will come into play. So please sit back and enjoy yourselves today and see the magic that your children are going to create on the stage. They've already lit the stage on fire in the morning, what we saw. Enjoy Shahjahan and the Ruby Robber. But prior to that, I want to share something with you, and that is that I think you've already received the intimation in regard with the entree program for grade 5, which will be held on 28th March, right? Time will be intimated to you. Please ensure that you come for the entree program. You'll be meeting your new class teacher of your child, and the teacher will explain to you as to how she's going to handle your child in the class and what all teachings and pedagogies are going to be followed in the class. Above that, the book sets will be given out by the respective class teacher, so that you do not need to queue up outside the bookstore, which frustrates most of the parents. So this is something that I felt you would like it, because I spent a lot of time thinking as to how to ease out this problem of yours, where there's so much of anger, frustration. No. If you are on time for the entree program, because again, you see, we will be calling 10 parents at a time in smaller batches, okay? So that the teacher is able to handle, she's able to explain to you the pedagogies of the new class, and after that, you could just lift your bag, the book bag, and walk out. Because next batch will be coming. But discipline is involved in this, because you see there are parking issues also. So keeping all that in mind, we have worked quite hard on it, and just for your best interest. So respect that, respect the time, no change in date, time, etc. everything will go on very, very well and very smoothly. But to lift the bag, please bring a check, deposit it with the teacher. So we are trying to ease out your problem. You try to ease out our problem. Okay? Thank you so much, and God bless you. Please enjoy watching your children.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words of encouragement and your stupendous support in all our adventures and endeavors.
We will be taking your leave now and passing the baton to our able mates, Ivana and Suvikram, as they take over the stage. Thank you, Molly and Yuvin. You have set the stage just right.
Well, dear audience, I am Ivana Agarwal and this is Suvikram Singh, and we are here to usher you into the world of the Mughals, the era and area of magic and majesty.
The story that we are presenting today has been written by the famous author Miss Natasha Sharma. Did you know, Ivana? She is said to have spent her childhood surrounded by an immense number of animals. When she grew older, she decided to do what she loves best, writing for children. And it indeed was a pleasure for all of us to read a book as entertaining and imaginative as Shahjahan and the Ruby Robber. We thank her and many other authors who help us navigate growing up, gaining knowledge, and gathering experiences.
The book Shahjahan and the Ruby Robber was introduced to us as our supplementary reader this year. It starts off with Shahjahan, the great Mughal emperor, waiting to try out his new jeweled throne that has taken 7 long years to make. The star and the pinnacle of the multifarious jewels, the great Timur ruby, goes missing. What's worse, there's a squishy plum in its place.
The emperor's children take upon themselves the challenge of finding the culprit and the charm, and what ensues is a comedy of errors. Do they succeed? Is the Timur ruby found? Do they hunt down the person behind it all?
So, here it is, the grade 4 version of a whodunit based on our supplementary reader, Shahjahan and the Ruby Robber. So let's get, set and go. Thank you.
It all started with Babur in 1526, when he defeated the then Sultan of India. He would one day found the greatest dynasty. No one had the slightest idea. Babur was followed by his son Humayun, whose son was the famous Akbar. Akbar was succeeded by his son, whose name, as we all know, was Jahangir. This empire reached its peak with Shahjahan at the helm of things. And these are exactly the times where our story for today begins. That morning, long ago, was a big day for Emperor Shahjahan. His dream was coming true after all. He was getting his Takht Murassa. Did he finally get a chance to sit on his dearest chair? Let us find out. This is one-of-a-kind story. Interesting and illuminating, without a doubt.
Emperor Shahjahan had been waiting for this day for 7 long years now. It had been very difficult for him to stay patient, but he had managed somehow.
He was so excited when he woke up that day and leapt out of bed at dawn, wore his best kwaba, and paused in front of the mirror to preen and fawn. He stopped to show his face out to the crowds standing about for his darshan. They all marveled at how happy and shiny he looked on this special occasion. Wah wah! Wah wah! Subhanallah! Then he walked to the Diwani arm smartly with a proper royal stride, his face breaking into a smile of anticipation. He brushed the curtain aside. For before him stood the greatest, the grandest, the most glorious of thrones, gigantic and glittering, studded with jewels and many shimmering stones. The crowd gathered all around him, some happy for him and some not so much. For some, it was a big day too, while some had nowhere else to be as such.
Is a special day, as on this day we celebrate both Eid and Navroz. Today we also herald the wonder of wonders, as everyone knows, for Emperor Shahjahan will take his place and soon rest his royal bottom on the jeweled throne, the Takht Murasa. Why? Isn't that awesome?
All around the emperor stood all his children, both young and old. His entire court was there that morning too, to look and behold.
Dara Shikoh, the eldest brother, stood closest to the throne. Shah Shuja was next, rubbing his eyes while stifling a yawn. Then was Aurangzeb, his back as straight as a rod. Along with them was Murad Baksh. And this was the quad.
7 years ago, as I stood amongst all my jewels in my personal treasury, I thought of what
I could do with them to share with you their beauty. I could have made some necklaces and worn them around my neck to show, but it didn't make much sense, and I immediately thought of a throne, you know?
As an admirer of all art forms, Father, I must surely speak up and comment. The fine work done by the goldsmiths is worth every gold coin you have spent. The throne is but another wonderful feather on your illustrious cap. A look at it and a glance at the design, one can't really help but clap.
Well, Father, I must agree, though I haven't really paid as much attention. But the beautiful carving on the throne definitely deserves a fair mention. I wish you had thought of getting a lavish bed instead of a chair made, though. I could have slept on it when court would get too boring for me, you know?
Though I really don't think that you needed another lavish throne just yet, Father, since you have already had it made and sat on it. I won't say anything further. This money could have been invested in buying more weapons or animals. There is no need for a throne when you are already spending on the Taj Mahal.
Akkad bakkad bambebo, akkad bakkad bambebo, 80-90 pure 100. Father, I'm getting so bored. If this is all done, is it okay if I go play now? What is even so special about the throne that we all had gathered here to see? It is just a throne like any other. It can't even jump up or somersault like me.
Shahjahan smiled at everyone, acknowledging their bows but not their word. Even the thought that anyone wouldn't like his throne was just too absurd. He was too busy, after all, in admiring his new throne, and that was a fact. He loved all the jewels hanging off it. But wait a second, what was that?
What was it that had happened? Well, we will soon enough be finding out. But it was something shocking and unexpected. Of that, there is no doubt. Shahjahan had seen something, or probably not seen what he expected to. Well, I'm oh so curious and can't just wait to see what he will now do. Let me get my bucket of butter popcorn and grab a good seat for view. I would be paying close attention if I were in the place of one of you. It is definitely something fishy, the way that Shahjahan is looking around. Hold on to your seats. It's time for action. Lights, camera, and sound. All of you need to come to the Diwani class with me right this very moment. For I must share something with all of you that is extremely important.
Shahjahan stormed out of the hall, fuming and in a terrible, terrible temper. The children followed, trying to keep up with their furious father.
Asaf Khan, I want you to put that Syed Gilani in jail to rot there for eternity. I am sure that is an appropriate punishment for trying to outsmart me. I trusted him with all my precious jewels and also my precious dignity. He hung a ripe red plum on my throne where the Timur ruby was to be.
A plum? A plum? A plum? A plum chaplum, a plum chaplum, did some ghaplum. A plum chaplum, a plum chaplum, did some ghaplum. A plum died, no one cried. Who is left? Who is left? Quick, 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 answer my riddle if you're adept. Oh my, a plum? Oh pray, what kind of a blasphemy is this? We must find the culprit quickly and bring him to justice. How can this happen? And that too under my watchful eye. Whoever has dared to do this may as well kiss his life goodbye. This is indeed a curious mystery. One I will have to look into closely. After all, I am Begum Sahib, the oldest, the best, the one and only. For who would dare to do such a thing? He must have surely lost his mind. But I will catch him. I'm the smartest after all, as you will soon find.
Asif Khan, showing amazing alacrity, brought Sayyid Gilani to the court promptly.
I gave you a ruby, the Timur ruby, one that is so awesome. Where it should have been hanging, instead hanging was a plum. You were the one who was responsible for keeping it out of harm's way. Tell me where it has vanished to, if you wish to remain secure today.
But Pacha, the ruby is where it was supposed to be. That is true. It had the names of your forefathers and you engraved on it too. I put it on the throne with my own hands, just like you had asked me to. I guess someone stole it after I had fixed it, but I don't know who.
Enough has been said. It is time for some action to be taken. Jahanara, find my ruby. You are in charge of the investigation. I must now go to meet the architects and historian for the daily update. Meet me at the Sheesh Mahal with my ruby tonight. Please, don't be late.
कौन
I am still finding it difficult to believe. Is this all really a fact? The Timur ruby is really missing. All this isn't just an act. Emperor Shahjahan had brushed his hands off the whole matter for now. The children promised to find the stone for him, though they didn't know how.
The oldest, Jahanara, was made in charge of the whole operation. This did not go down well with Roshanara, but she hadn't an option. They called themselves the Smashing Seven. God knows who they'll smash. Fingers crossed, they remain safe and don't do anything harmful or brash. I wonder which one of them will prove worthy and succeed in the mission. Will it be the oldest, Darashiko, who will again win his father's affection? Or will it be the younger, Aurangzeb, who will be furthering his ambition? It might even be the younger ones that surprise us with their dedication.
It was all up to the Smashing Seven team to solve this unclear mystery. It was time for them to forget old woes and prove their mutual chemistry.
Gather around, everyone. We have quite a challenge to overcome on our hands. We have to find the thief and the Timur ruby by evening. Do you all understand? We will have to work together to achieve this and defeat the enemy for father. We can't let someone get the better of us. Oh, this is such a big bother.
Father's pet. Why does he always have to choose you when I'm the smarter one? Well, I will prove to both of you that it is me who is better before I'm done. I know where I want to start from. It has to be from the Zenana section. Finding out which woman stole the ruby will be my primary mission.
Well, I will be heading down to the boat quay then and visit the tomb site. I know it's one of the people there and I'm going to prove I'm right. I have seen them there at the palace often.
and heard them talk of the throne. If none of you will join me on this venture, I shall commence all alone.
Oh, I don't need any of you to solve this mystery. I will do it on my own. I suspect the court poet Abu Kaleem, he keeps singing about the throne. I will torture him till he confesses, for he cannot escape me for sure. To the poet's hall for me too. I shall dilly-dally here no more.
Well, that is that then. Off to Zenana, the tomb site, and the poet's halls. Shah Shuja, you just go look for any possible suspects in the market stalls. Be quiet, be discreet. Do not let anyone get a whiff of this controversy. Be sharp, yet gentle. You'll surely achieve much more through showing mercy.
Ooh, this Aurangzeb is a deep one. He scares me a little, to be honest. All of them are a little odd in their own way, but he's definitely the oddest. Well, now that they are each off, to find the culprit and bring him to justice, we should leave too and follow them to see who gets the ruby and success.
Fire in the mountain, run, run, run. Fire in the mountain, run, run, run. Let's go look for the thief. We will go see what's cooking in the palace kitchen. Aurangzeb calls us brats, and Dara says empty vessels make much noise. We can prove them wrong by using our brains and showing our poise.
जिंदगी मिलके बिताएंगे हाले दिल गा के सुनाएंगे हम तो सात रंग हैं ये जहां रंगी बनाएंगे जिंदगी मिलके बिताएंगे हाले दिल गा के सुनाएंगे हम तो सात रंग हैं ये जहां रंगी बनाएंगे सरगम हमसे बने नगमे हमसे जवां झूमे आसमां हम ही तो दुनिया के साथ अजूबे हैं हमसे है जहां सरगम हमसे बने नगमे हमसे जवां झूमे आसमां अरे हम ही तो दुनिया के साथ अजूबे हैं हमसे है जहां दुआ 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 जिंदगी मिलके बिताएंगे हाले दिल गा के सुनाएंगे हम तो सात रंग हैं ये जहां रंगी बनाएंगे बनाएंगे वाले दिल गा के सुनाएंगे हम तो सात रंग है ये जहां रंगी बनाएंगे जिंदगी मिलके बिताएंगे वाले दिल गा के सुनाएंगे हम तो सात रंग है ये जहां रंगी बनाएंगे
So off they went, each on their own, hell-bent to prove the others wrong. Each sure that they had the right idea and they didn't need anyone along. Though philosophers have often said that our strength lies in our unity. Well, each wanted to work on their own and not lose this opportunity.
Whatever their personal reasons might be, their final aim was the same. Well, each wanted to please their father and enjoy a few moments of fame. We are confident that they will find Shahjahan's missing Timur ruby for sure. Well, we are positive that their journeys will be full of fun and laughter galore. Why don't we follow each of the children? See the path that they have taken? Well, each are so confident about their theories. Will this faith remain unshaken? The first one to take a decision and delve out on his own was the eldest, Dara. Well, he was, after all, Shahjahan's jigar ka tukra and sabse pyara.
Now that I have dressed the part, I can go down to the site unnoticed, dressed as a worker, just like them. Will let them speak to me unprejudiced. I will find out more about the supervisor and the calligrapher father likes. Makramat Khan and Amanat Khan are their names, as far as memory strikes.
Dara Shikoh went to the boat quay, eager to be one proven to be right. With his eyebrows thicker, a black mole painted on his face, he reached the site.
Open your eyes. Look sharp. Focus on your work and do not sit idle. This is the Padshah's dream you are working upon. Do not dare be casual. You aren't paid to sit and chat, to ask questions, or look furtively around. Stop talking to the others and work quietly. Hark! Do not make a sound.
You seem like a novice, my friend. The way you're using this chisel is incorrect. You will ruin my whole piece and get us both thrown out of this project. Don't go looking for trouble now and get on Makramat Khan's wrong side. He will have your head if he sees you, and there will be no place for you to hide.
Let me help sort the stones then. I will probably not get into trouble there. If you also have any insights about Amanat Khan, please feel free to share. Are the Padshah's favorites as fond of him as he seems to be of them? Do they often speak of the Padshah's throne or of the famous Timur gem?
They came back from the fort, marveling at the beauty of the jewels on it. But Makramat Khan said that everything else was a flop. Only Taj Mahal was a hit. He said that the Timur ruby's fame was nothing in front of the beautiful tomb. The jewel was just a little bud. The mahal was a whole garden in full bloom.
So, my suspicions were not unfounded. They have been proven to be true. It was Makramat Khan who stole the ruby. It's time I withdrew. I will go back to my team now. My team of the Smashing Seven. Oh, how much fun is it going to be to tell them that we can now get even. So off he went, whistling happily, confident that he would be coming first. He was sure that the others would have failed, while he had completed his quest. For who else could it be but Makramat Khan, the infamous building supervisor? He would go immediately to his sister Jahanara and quickly apprise her.
गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है अरे गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है हर सीधे रास्ते की एक टेढ़ी चाल है सीधे रास्ते की एक टेढ़ी चाल है गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है गोलमाल 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 है सब गोलमाल है रोटी की हो तो पैसा कमाइए पैसा कमाने के लिए भी पैसा चाहिए मांगे से ना मिले तो पसीना बहाइए बहता है जब पसीना तो रूमाल चाहिए गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है गोलमाल गोलमाल है गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है हर सीधे रास्ते की एक टेढ़ी चाल है सीधे रास्ते की एक टेढ़ी चाल है गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है गोलमाल गोलमाल है गोलमाल है सब गोलमाल है सब गोलमाल है गोलमाल गोलमाल है गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है हर सीधे रास्ते की एक टेढ़ी चाल है सीधे रास्ते की एक टेढ़ी चाल है गोलमाल है भाई सब गोलमाल है
While the eldest brother left the fort in a hurry to be on his way, his younger brothers had also quickly set to task without any delay. Both brothers, Aurangzeb and Shah Shuja, were more different than similar. While the former was ambitious and complicated, the latter was simpler.
Everyone around the palace was familiar with the disdain Aurangzeb felt for the sound of music, the magic of words, or even the way flowers smelled. Shah Shuja, on the other hand, was an easygoing, affable, and relaxed person. He was just the kind of being who was too lazy to even pursue a single passion. Back at the fort, the emperor was in a foul mood, and there was an uproar. There was screaming and cursing, along with loud ranting and so much more. With all the chaos that ensued that morning, the poets were free through the day. They welcomed even Prince Aurangzeb amidst them and didn't feel any dismay. It is indeed our pleasure to be serving you, oh most handsome of all prince. I have many poems waiting to be read in front of you long since. Which one shall I present to you today? What would hold your most kind interest? Each one of the couplets as good as the other. In fact, they are all just the best.
I wonder how Father and Dara tolerate all of this nuisance. If left to my devices, I wouldn't have come here. Oh no, not even once. How awful his words sound to me. Oh God, give me strength to bear it. Yuck, yuck, yuck. How long exactly will I have to pretend to hear it?
Aurangzeb just stood up at this point and simply walked away from the hall. Abu Kalim thought to himself how rude, but it was Aurangzeb after all. Aurangzeb rushed off to share his report with Jahanara and point her to Kalim, though he knew it probably wasn't the poet, but he wanted to trouble him. While Aurangzeb plotted and planned how to get the poet into some trouble, Shah Shuja was himself troubled by his inability to solve the puzzle. So much thinking and stressing about the theft had left him feeling tired. He tried and tried to think of what to do next, but was left uninspired.
I can't believe I'm stuck here doing any kind of work on a hot, humid day, where I could have taken my third nap and wasted my time idling away. What does Jahanara think of herself anyway, giving me any kind of chore? Now I have to go to this market on a wild goose chase. Oh, what a bore!
So Shah Shuja reluctantly mounted his horse and set out for the marketplace. He had no interest whatsoever in finding the solution to the lost ruby case. He crossed the drawbridge of the Agra fort on horseback and reached the city. He had work to do there and no fun to have, which was such a downright pity.
Oh, how noisy the market is! I can hear the vendors screaming all around. How will a man sleep peacefully? I mean, think peacefully in all this sound. Someone is selling plump
raisins from Persia, someone walnuts from Kashmir. Monkeys somersaulting and palanquins moving. There isn't space to stand here. I am not used to so much activity. All this is making me feel a little dizzy. I can't even remember what I am here for because the details are a little fuzzy. Let me close my eyes for a few minutes and rest for a bit before I get busy.
Shh! We must all stay quiet now. And let Shah Shujat think in peace. He is, after all, on such an important and critical mission. If you please.
मैं ऐसा क्यों हूँ 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 मैं जैसा हूँ मैं वैसा क्यों हूँ करना है क्या मुझको ये मैंने कब है जाना लगता है गाऊंगा जिंदगी भर बस ये गाना होगा जाने मेरा अब क्या कोई तो बताए मुझे गड़बड़ है ये सब क्या कोई समझाए मुझे मुझको ये है करना अब मुझे वो करना है आखिर क्यों मैं न जानूं क्या है कि जो करना है लगता है अब जो सीधा कल मुझे लगेगा उल्टा देखो ना मैं हूँ जैसे बिल्कुल उल्टा पुल्टा बदलूंगा मैं अभी क्या मानू तो क्या मानू मैं सुधरूंगा मैं कभी क्या ये भी तो ना जानू मैं जाने अब मेरा होना क्या है लगता है तुमको क्या जाने अब मेरा होना क्या है क्या मैं हूँ जैसा बस वैसा रहूंगा करना है क्या मुझको ये मैंने कब है जाना लगता है गाऊंगा जिंदगी भर बस ये गाना होगा जाने मेरा अब क्या कोई तो बताए मुझे गड़बड़ है ये सब क्या कोई समझाए मुझे
So far, we have seen the brothers just wasting their breath. But to no avail, Aurangzeb knew in his heart that he was wrong, but was busy building a tale.
Shiko had no real evidence to speak of either, but wasn't accepting that. Shah Shuja didn't even make much of an effort at sleuthing, and that was a fact.
It is time now to move on and check out what the rest of the team is up to. How many of them are left now to check? I can't remember exactly. Can you? I wonder what they all are up to right at this moment and where they all are. I wonder if they have found the ruby yet, or have they even started so far?
Let me tell you about them. The youngest are Murad Baksh and Goharara. They are both too young right now and follow the gang leader, who is Jahanara. She is Shah Jahan's oldest, most trusted child and calls herself Begum Sahib. Then is Roshnara, delegated to second place, as she always likes to crib.
We should strike while the iron is still hot. No one yet knows about the ruby. Let's plan a picnic for all the women in this zenana and make them all agree. Once there, I know exactly what we can do. To ensure we do not fail, Murad Baksh will help me in my plan. I swear it will be a smooth sail. Did I hear you right, sister? I have to go to a picnic and spread a lot of chaos. I won't even be scolded for it. In fact, if I do it right, I will win your applause. This sounds like an amazing adventure and a really thrilling thing to do. I notice your idea and your plan, but I promise to support both of you. Begum Sahib likes your idea, Roshnara, and I feel like it will go as you've planned. You seem to have thought of everything and designed it all perfectly beforehand. Now all we need to do is to find Ghaurara. I'm always worried about that girl. She is picking up things that shine and keeping them safe in her purse like pearl. I have to examine her purse every evening now to check all she has collected. Look, there she is, poking around in the Anguri bag with dirt on her forehead.
me. He's a little difficult to find, as he can change into any color he wants to be. It is my pet chameleon that I am talking about. Has anyone seen it anywhere? I had kept it in my little pouch, but it seems to have vanished from there. Don't scream, dear ladies. Please come and line up here right in front of me. Please brush all your clothes and keep your pouches where I can see. We will just have a quick peek in all your belongings to check all the content, just to ensure that it wasn't in your clothes or bags into which it went. Well. All this effort and hard work put into the picnic, but to no avail. This plan of yours flopped and has forced you in your first mission to just fail. It will be dusk soon. We are all tired. We should now return to the fort. I hope the others have had better luck than us and have good news to report. I can almost smell all this drama coming to its culmination. I think we are soon going to reach some kind of definite conclusion. All the members of the Smashing 7 team are coming back now, each one praying that their idea is the one accepted by everyone somehow.
Who do you think will get caught in the net they have each carefully laid? Will it be Abu Kalim, one of the women, Makramat Khan, or a palace maid? The fort, the rooms, the gardens, and the water fountains have been inspected. No stones have been left unturned. No possible option has been neglected.
They're all gathering here at the Sheesh Mahal to meet their father, Shahjahan. Reaching at the venue first are Dara Shikoh, Aurangzeb and Shah Shuja. Following close behind them are Begum Sahib, Murad Baksh and Roshanara. Oh, but look, there curled up on an armchair is also a tired little Goharara.
Look at that poor dear, all tuckered out and fast asleep after a busy day. I have to sort through her bag to see what to keep, what to throw away. Some days I find many types of stones. Most days it's something shiny. She expends a lot of energy in this work each day, though she is so tiny. Oh, forget about her for once. We have more pressing matters to think upon. We haven't found the ruby or the thief till now. The whole day has gone. Father will be here soon and will definitely throw a huge fit that we failed. I wish we had joined forces with Aurangzeb, but that ship has already sailed.
Father, it pleases me immensely to share that I have succeeded in my task. Abu Kalim is the culprit. I am so sure of that, you don't even have to ask. Here is the proof of it too. Read the poem he has recently written about the ruby. He has waxed eloquence for pages and pages on its shine and unique beauty.
I beg to differ, your father, but isn't that what poets are supposed to do? Write about things of beauty, of nature, of people, or is that now taboo? On the contrary, it is the people who work with stones that have hearts of stone. Therefore, it could only be Makramat Khan who is the thief and him alone.
So I am to understand that all you children have done today is cast aspersions. All that you have managed so far is to scare my people with your silly, silly suspicions. There you go. The stone has always been right under our noses all this time. But you both were too busy casting doubts for no reason nor rhyme. So it is that I was always right in blaming Saeed Gilani and putting him in jail. I trusted him. I trusted him to do an impeccable job on my throne. He couldn't help but fail.
Mercy, my Padshah. Mercy on my loyal soul. I did my work very sincerely. I polished the ruby with my own hands and pasted it in the right place firmly. If you turn it around a little and see it in light, you will see words written. I inscribed the names of your forefathers and you, and kept that part hidden. Look right here, Padshah. I have written Akbar, Jahangir, Shahjahan and all. That is it, Padshah. I shall put the ruby back if you allow.
सहरा खली बली हो गया है दिल, दुनिया से मेरा खली बली हो गया है दिल, खली बली हो गया है दिल, दुनिया से मेरा खली बली हो गया है दिल। जब से पहना है मैंने ये इश्क सहरा खली बली हो गया है दिल, दुनिया से मेरा खली बली हो गया है दिल।
Like Shakespeare has rightly said, something is rotten in the state of Denmark. Why was Saeed Gilani trembling as a little fish who had seen a big bad shark? What did he mean when he started to say something that sounded like "oh"? Did he mean orange? Octopus? Ostrich? Opposite? Oh, I know, he meant
Hush! Mom says that walls have ears too. But I don't know how true this is. We can get in trouble if he knows that we know it was him behind all this. The audience is sharp. They must have guessed the Saeed Gilani meant. The mystery is solved. The ruby is safe. They are gone. It's time that we also went.
लाल मेरी पत रखियो बल्ला झूले लालन लाल मेरी पत रखियो बल्ला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सगी शाबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सगी शाबाज कलंदर हो लाल मेरी पत रखियो लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सगी शाबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सगी शाबाज कलंदर लाल मेरी लाल मेरी
Let's keep the claps going. Next in line is
मेरा यार भी तू, मेरा प्यार भी तू, मेरी जीत भी तू, मेरी हार भी तू, मेरे दिलदार है दिलदार भी तू, मेरा जिंदगी पे एतबार भी तू, मेरा मोमिन तू, मेरा काजी तू, मेरा रुसया तू, मेरा राजी तू, मेरा अब भी तू, मेरा आतिश तू, मेरा दुश्मन तू, मेरा आशिक तू, मेरा दिन भी तू, मेरी रात भी तू, मेरी रूह भी तू, मेरी जात भी तू, मैं तो दूर भी तू, मेरे साथ भी तू, ऐसे काफिर दी औकात भी तू। अल्लाहू
चार चिराग तेरे बलन हमेशा
that's great for Chinas with Divya Rathore.
चार चिराग तेरे बलन हमेशा चार चिराग तेरे बलन हमेशा पंजवा में बालन आया बला झूले लालन हो पंजवा में बालन
Next in line is great for Gulmohar, led by Miss Chavi Pukral.
आया बला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सगी शाबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सगी शाबाज कलंदर हो लाल मेरी लाल मेरी
मेरा यार भी तू, मेरा प्यार भी तू, मेरी जीत भी तू, मेरी हार भी तू, मेरे दिलदार है दिलदार भी तू, मेरा जिंदगी पे एतबार भी तू, मेरा मोमिन तू, मेरा काजी तू, मेरा रुसया तू, मेरा राजी तू, मेरा अब भी तू, मेरा आतिश तू, मेरा दुश्मन तू, मेरा आशिक तू, मेरा दिन भी तू, मेरी रात भी तू, मेरी रूह भी तू, मेरी जात भी तू, मैं तो दूर भी तू, मेरे साथ भी तू, ऐसे काफिर दी औकात भी तू। अल्लाहू
Next in line, great for Acacia. Sorry, great for Mahogany's, led by Divya Dutt. Great for Mahogany's for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep the claps going.
हो जनन जनन तेरी नौबत बाजे जनन जनन तेरी नौबत बाजे नाल बजे घड़ी याल बला झूले लाल कलंदर सखी शाहबाज कलंदर हो लाल मेरी हाय
Following grade 4 Mognis, we have grade 4 Acacias, led by the class rep, Tripti Avasthi.
हो लाल मेरी पत रखियो पल्ला झूले लालन लाल मेरी पत रखियो पल्ला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शाहबाज कलंदर हो
Welcome on
लाल
stage,
मेरी पत
grade 4 Ashokas, coming to the aisle, led by the class teacher, Sonika Sharma.
रखियो भला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शाहबाज कलंदर लाल मेरी हाय लाल मेरी
मेरा यार भी तू मेरा प्यार भी तू मेरी जीत भी तू मेरी हार भी तू मेरे दिलदार भी तू मेरा जिंदगी पे एतबार भी तू मेरा मोमिन तू मेरा काजी तू मेरा रुसिया तू मेरा राजी तू मेरा अब भी तू मेरा आतिश तू मेरा दुश्मन तू मेरा आशिक तू मेरा दिन भी तू मेरी रात भी तू मेरी रूह भी तू मेरी जात भी तू मैं तो दूर भी तू मेरे साथ भी तू इस काफिर दी औकात भी तू अल्लाहू
चार चिराग तेरे बलन हमेशा हो चार चिराग तेरे बलन हमेशा चार चिराग तेरे बलन हमेशा पंजवा में बालन आया पला झूले लालन हो पंजवा में बालन हो पंजवा में बालन आया पला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शाहबाज कलंदर हो लाल मेरी हाय लाल मेरी
मेरा यार भी तू मेरा प्यार भी तू मेरी जीत भी तू मेरी हार भी तू मेरे दिलदार भी तू मेरा जिंदगी पे एतबार भी तू मेरा मोमिन तू मेरा काजी तू मेरा रुसिया तू मेरा राजी तू मेरा अब भी तू मेरा आतिश तू मेरा दुश्मन तू मेरा आशिक तू मेरा दिन भी तू मेरी रात भी तू मेरी रूह भी तू मेरी जात भी तू मैं तो दूर भी तू मेरे साथ भी तू इस काफिर दी औकात भी तू अल्लाहू
जनन जनन तेरी नौबत बाज
Wow. Char chirag tere balar hamesha. I don't know how many of you understand Punjabi. Yes, which means you've understood what the song means. It's really left us all so positive, so spellbound. And this is what grade 4 could do. Only nobody else can do but grade 4. So big round of applause for grade 4. I'll begin just the way the play started long ago. In Lotus Valley Kingdom, walked these little babies as prince and princesses. And then they grew up. And we never realized when they grew up. So congratulations to each one of you. We have kings and queens in the making. What a spellbinding performance. I think there is no word that can fulfill what I'm feeling right now. I remember when we moved to the fourth floor. So every time, whenever we are on the fourth floor, we say it's such a noisy class. Grade 4 is always talking and always talking. So whenever I move out of the room, I say, can we all be quiet? Actually, I was wrong. We should just not be quiet. It was perfect performance. They had no cues. They had nobody guiding them. Whether it was the entries, the exits, the performance, the choreography, the stage presence, center stage, side stage, wings entry, wings exit. Hats off to your children and hats off to the teachers. It's not easy to bring up a performance like this after 2 years of pandemic when you give us children who are restless, who don't know how to sit, who are all over the place, and in just about 10 months, there is such a transition. That's the beauty of coming to a school, that's the beauty of peer interaction, that's the beauty of teacher to the children's interaction. So I pray that we never have to go into a mode where we're not able to connect with each other. It is so important to bring this here on the stage was all thanks to your students, your children and our students. I will fail my duty if I don't call out the grade 4 team, and then I'll take it forward with the credits. We have the grade 4 team. Can we please have you with the Damadam song maybe, because I think that's what they deserve. We have Khushbu Sharma, Divya Rathore, Chavi Thakral, Divya Dutt, Tripti Avasthi, Sonika Sharma, and Anupam Gupta. Big round of applause for our dancing teachers, vibrant teachers. You could do one jiggle on the stage. Thank you so much, grade 4 team. Congratulations for a stupendous performance. Thank you for being what you are, and thank you for making Lotus Valley what it is. Thanks a lot. Thank you, ma'am, for transforming each one of us. The metamorphosis in the school, whether it's teachers or it's the students, comes only because you've got a head as Anita ma'am here. So thank you, ma'am. And congratulations to you, ma'am, for turning all of us into the glorious you. Slowly. We are way there. I would also like to share the credits with you for all the teamwork that has gone in bringing a presentation, a projection as this. The choir which you saw had about 70 plus students, all taken care by Ms. Suparna. It wasn't an easy choir. It had sargam. It's very difficult for grade 4 children to recite the sargam. Sargam with a Sufi track. Only Suparna, you could do it. Thank you again. Suparna is, I had requested for the performing arts teachers to be here. I'm not sure. The choreography was taken care by Hridev, Navita, and Avishka. Are you there? Do we have the performing art team here? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Recording throughout, the recording was a very tough task. It's not easy to bring the expressions when you're recording. And then I know when I recorded, I kept reading through that script again and again to get that correct modulation that was required. And what I'm doing now is what your children are doing already. So you don't know what they're going to turn into. They're amazing. And thank you, Norvin, for sitting with the sound recordist. He's been throughout with number of presentations that he's taking care of. Recordings, correcting, adding projections, adding the sound to ensure that the whole presentation looks like a huge extravaganza. I think it was nothing less than a professional presentation. The control room support, Saurabh has always been there, managing our rehearsals, and alongside we also have Purnima, Kirti Hora, and Richa, who worked on bringing the projections all on the stage. The collation of all the projections that you saw was by Ms. Khushbu Sharma, the grade 4 teacher, along with Sonika. The art team, led by Ms. Savita, has taken care of what you saw outside, inside, well, throughout the school, led by ideas coming straight from ma'am, but implementation taken care by us. Then the script. The script was totally written by Ms. Tripti Avasthi, the class rep for grade 4. Thank you, Tripti. Outstanding job done with the script. It was a rhyming script. She sat over it for days, kept showing it, kept getting it proofread, and finally the output is in front of you, including Ms. Tripti, the output. They're all happy today, like a wedding is over. For us, it's one part of the wedding over. We still have a number of presentations. So many weddings already in the process. And last but not the least, the management, the school management gives us this comfort, this freedom to hold presentations over presentations. We use the auditorium for rehearsals with lights, air conditioning, everything on throughout those days to ensure the sound recording also has professional recorders we've called to ensure that the recording is to the best. And this is for nobody but for the children. So congratulations to all of you, to all of us, to be building a very happy, positive environment and bringing up positive children. Thank you all for being here. You can take your children if at all you wish to. It'll be good if you let them be with us. So whatever that is comfortable with you. But thank you again and have a lovely day. All of you thinking that there's more to come, it's over.
I would like to take just a minute more of your precious time just to thank ma'am, our dearest ma'am, who believes that we all can do unimaginable things and therefore we do them. And of course, what she believes, what she thinks comes to us from Ritu ma'am and her, and we all work on it. We just do. Magic happens when they tell us that magic is going to happen. So thank you to ma'am for always supporting, for always encouraging. Thank you to Ritu ma'am for always being there through the practices, through the reading of the script, the discussions of costumes, everything. Thank you so much, dear parents, for always encouraging your children to be a part too. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.